New York Jets football. Catch the fever.
It's always going to be Jet Life Stadium. Unless we get our own stadium, then we're glad they're going to call it whatever they call that.
Jets. Jets. It's easy to spell.
The Jetropolitans?
New York Jets. Great on paper.
Hey, forget about it.
Hey, never forget about it. Uh-huh.
Chad Pennington?
Jets, because they know the fans have things to do in January.
Wayne Corbett, Hempstead Turnpike.
Hey, what's the best team around? Who cares? I love the Jets.
It's Ryan and Tim's Cool Your Jets with Tim and Ryan.
3.
Should I call Ryan?
No, he'll be here soon. It's just it's all good. I could do this. I don't need Ryan. It's just Jets, Cool Your Jets, go Jets.
But it's Ryan and Tim presents Cool Your Jets. Can't just be Tim and Tim.
Is that too confused? Too much Tim? Is there such a thing as too much Tim?
There can be. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he'll be here. I'm sure. We can start. I mean, hey everybody, it's Ryan and Tim present Cool Your Jets with Tim and Ryan. I am Tim. I'm with our producer Clonk. Hey Clonk, how are you?
Hey, fella.
Hey, and we're coming off. Oh man, you guys, all you Jets fans out there watching us last week as we were enjoying the NFL draft live, watching the Jets make some draft moves. It was pretty good. We had some drama, and Ryan would talk if he was here. Ryan is here. We're up to.
Hey.
There he is. So sorry. We just turned off Uber.
Oh,
just
it's
figured
Uber.
out. Yeah. Oh my God. Sorry, did you guys start?
Yeah. No, we're.
You start live. You don't need to start. I told you I was gonna be here.
Okay. No, we weren't. I mean, yeah, you're here.
Why did you need to start? We running? You guys got to be somewhere?
I thought for a second you got turned invisible, so I was scared.
He was a little nervous. We had to calm him down, or I had to calm him. I'm only one
We're just having a
person.
little dinner here.
What's for dinner?
There's some leftover jelly beans.
The healthy meal.
Oh my God.
Easter just recently.
That's true.
I'm trying to take advantage of every minute. I finished work. I went home before I was home. I saw him get home, turn an Uber. Got a couple rides in, but I don't know you guys are going to be starting right now. Okay.
You want to finish your dinner first?
I'll get back to it.
Okay.
I ate most of my favorite flavors anyway, so most of the stuff. You ever do that? You eat the favorite ones first, and then you stuff with the ones you don't like? I end up eating them all. I don't know why I just don't eat them.
Eventually, yeah.
But I feel like I worry about it, like, what if I die? You know what I mean? You ever think about that? Do you eat the jelly burns you like first? Because what if you die before you finish the bag? Then you've eaten the ones you didn't like. So you might as well eat the ones that you like first, so that if you die, you've eaten the jelly beans you like first. But then you're stuck with the ones you don't like. But then if you eat the ones you like first, you know what I mean? It's a conundrum. Every time I open a bag of anything with various flavors, I have that conundrum. Starburst, all these things.
What else?
Skittles, variety pack of chips. You have a pack of those, like those Lay's chips that you buy when you're school. And you have
So
Which
like
ones do you
when you sit down to dinner, do you eat like your dessert first to get that out of the way, and then?
They don't have to worry about too much. I do like to end with my favorite. If I have fries, I always leave my fries. I'll have a couple fries throughout the meal, but I'll leave most of my fries towards the end.
So with a meal, you save the best for last, but with snacks, you go for the first.
Because a meal, the odds of me dying in the middle of a meal are not impossible, but more unlikely than me snacking while I'm driving around, Ubering.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm doing a lot of rushing, so there's a good chance I'll probably die behind the road.
So you think it's safe to be eating jelly beans as you're rushing with people in the back seat, or?
I think jelly beans are great because they're beans that don't give you gas.
That's exactly right.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're beans, so it's healthy. I mean, it's healthy. Right?
It is a musical fruit.
Yeah. What we guys talking about?
Well, we were going to touch on last week with the draft results. I mean, we kind of bailed after the first round after the Jets made their
Yeah, I
pick.
saw about that. We were planning to do the whole night, but
only
I
so
feel like we
much you
didn't
can
give these
do.
guys enough attention. So I just want to upfront before we get too deep into it. I do want to talk about our new sponsor, which is disposable urine bags. I've been using them. These are great if you drive Uber.
Yeah.
You don't get a lot of time to pull over and pee.
No.
So this is a huge help when I'm out there driving around.
When I'm producing, I don't have time to go to the bathroom. Get up, leave the show.
You're using these during the show.
I use these
Yeah,
during
I
the
haven't
show.
noticed, but they are very discreet.
It's okay
kind
if
of-
you make time for that, though. I don't have an issue. If you haven't.
I don't have an issue. I do appreciate the dedication, but I actually would prefer if you did leave. So in the future, you
I'll
can
keep
kind of
that
just let
in
it
mind.
run, and we'll make sure not to say anything that you need to really partake in. So you can leave in the middle of the show at any point if you need to, if it gets that bad.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you, guys.
Where do you put your used bags?
I'd rather not talk about that.
Okay.
We do
I
get
mean,
rid of
these-
them though, right there. It says right here, disposable. I just want to make sure you are
I have a neighbor who's very angry at me at the moment, and I'd rather not discuss the rest of it.
in 800 cc's.
That's a lot of CCs.
That's a lot of urine you can fit in that son of a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't even think
So,
I can
yeah.
get my Mario Kart up to that. No way.
Made in China, which I don't love, but yeah. All right, so we got that out of the way up front.
It makes a great gift.
we-
Give it to your Amazon driver. They would appreciate it.
yeah. The
Give it
mailman.
to
the
you,
end-
yeah.
Come holiday season, that's a great thing to give you.
It's a good
They
tip.
get the garbage man, the mailman. They're always getting cash and checks and
Booze.
booze.
Yeah.
Even one of these. I'm
Give
sure
them a
they
piss
probably never got one
bag.
of these before, and then they probably never thought of it. So once they get it,
It's very thoughtful.
so we'll get that out of the way now because we didn't.
Yeah,
Kinda
enough of
rushed
the
that.
tinkle sacks.
I thought we were gonna have much more time during the draft to promote them, and we ended up ending short. So we only got to talk to.
Yeah, why'd that happen?
It did not go the way I wanted it to go, and quite frankly, needed it to go for my livelihood. But I am in the works of a sponsor. I also, he's gonna cut a little. Oh, it doesn't matter what arrangements we've made, but we do have another sponsor. My bookie. It's not my bookie. That is a website.
So this is
This
separate
is-
from the
this is
PP
literally-
pockets?
this is literally
Yeah,
my-
Okay.
Bookie. Fellow runs by the name Frances McDormand. It's confusing. I know it's an actress, but it's not her. It's a guy. He lives in Ronkonkoma, and so it's not so legal. So what you have to do is you do have to contact us directly, and then we can put you in contact with him. So,
Okay. Yeah.
but any bets placed through him will help the show greatly, and me specifically. But
So we're doing business with them now.
we are in bed with him, and it's a good thing. It's really, it doesn't cost us anything. It just costs us some time on the show, and it's going to help me out a lot, and it's going to free me up, and then maybe I won't be late for the show as much anymore.
Show
So
is
it's gonna
taking
be-
off, fellers.
It's going to be big, yeah. So
So we went from no sponsors to two.
we got two, yeah. We got the urine bags, and we got
The number
Francis
two.
McDormand, the bookie.
And Francis McDormand's the
Yeah.
number one.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're blowing up, people.
All right, so yeah, the draft.
Yeah, we
how
were
did the rest of it go?
well after our Armand Menbo. That was the tight end that we got.
Yeah,
was
yeah.
it in our seventh? Then we also got Malachi Moore from Alabama,
Mhm.
defensive back, and Tyler Barron. And yeah, I mean,
Did they give up their? Was that it? They only had three rounds.
I think we got a few.
The rest
Those
of
were the
them are
big
not-
ones. I mean,
they're not that noteworthy.
yeah, but those it was apparently the Jets, as the experts are saying, including Big Mike, our draft expert and the man in the field. We did it right. The Jets did all right.
Yeah.
A B plus, and not so much drama. It's nice, right? We did it. Hey, we filled some spots,
Yeah.
and yeah, we got a.
Who is another? They talk a lot about Mr. Irrelevant in the league. The Patriots had the honor of drafting Mr. Irrelevant this year. They had
Yeah.
the last draft. Who was the Jets, Mr. Irrelevant? Who was their last pick? Do you have that information?
Who was the Jets' last pick?
Yeah. Can you ask a machine that? Mine doesn't have that. And I don't have my use of my other cell phone. Music is starting to play here. What?
Oh, I like that. That was Tyler Barron.
Tyler Barron was technically not the term for it, but did you hear the story about the Mr. Irrelevant post that the Patriots made?
No, what happened?
Well, his last name is Minor. So they posted his picture and they posted Mr. Irrelevant and they wrote A minor.
Oh, like the popular music song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they took it down about 30 seconds later because everyone was like, that's a song, that's a reference to a pedophile, so maybe don't do that. So they took that down. Toot sweet.
Drake.
Mm-hmm. But that was, it was interesting. So
Is he a PDF?
that was the accusation in the song.
Yeah. He's suing. He's saying it was a negotiation thing by the music label.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does suspect that there was foul play in the.
Foul play. I mean, speaking of the Patriots, go Jets. I mean,
Oh, yeah. I didn't start the show. That's right. Go Jets. I was late.
Go Jets.
I didn't get to say that. Go Jets.
Bill Belichick, who famously was an assistant coach with the Jets, but he quit writing I quit on a napkin. You know, not very classy. But what do you expect from a guy who can't wear sleeves? He left the Jets and he went on to the Patriots and did okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now he's no longer with the Patriots. He's a coach for, I think, South Carolina.
Oh,
Mhm.
Yeah, and he's got a new book out.
South Carolina University.
University, yes.
Not- yeah.
No, he's doing college ball now. Still
Not the
major school.
Panthers.
No, not with the Panthers. But yeah, he's out of the NFL, and he was doing an interview for like a morning show.
I heard about that.
Yeah, and for the book, and his
He's got a book.
girlfriend
What's
was
his
there.
book about?
I think football and cooking. He's big into cooking and football and Pilates. He's a big Pilates guy.
hmm.
Wow. Is
Yeah.
that new since the girlfriend?
I think it's part
She's a
of
little bit younger than him, right?
She's a few lifetimes younger. I mean,
Mm.
he's in his early 70s, and I think she can't rent a car yet.
Wow, that's young. What's the formula is half plus 7, right?
I think half plus 7. Yeah.
Have you heard
think
that,
you're right.
Clunk? You're not supposed to date anybody
So
younger
I think
than
that'd be
younger
42
than half,
or 43 for him, right?
Yeah. So
A man, I mean,
It's almost-
we're not saying this is, but that's the theory out there. Like, as a man, your partner should be half your age plus 7 years.
That doesn't sound right.
No?
Oh,
Well, what would that be in your case, Clunk?
not really good with numbers here,
Okay.
it's an
guys.
important part of the producing is dealing with numbers. When you
Uh,
get into a meeting about finances, what do you tell them? I'm not good with numbers.
Yeah.
more of a grass on the field, go for it kind of guy.
Yeah.
There's grass on the field, right? Know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing is, the grass grows pretty early on, though. I feel like sometimes.
Don't you want a nice deep shag?
Uh,
So you were saying you think it would be in the 40s. So which
Yeah,
we'd
right?
have-
I mean,
we'll check the math.
71.
We'll have to check the math. He should be dating somebody in the 40s, but that if you consider that formula, and then so even so, if somebody
Right, 35, 67, so he's 71, so 35 and a half plus 7, so 42,
right,
41.
so even if that person,
Yeah.
42,
And
if
then-
they were dating half plus 7,
Yeah.
that would still be, she would
He's at
still be
his
too
quarter.
young.
He's,
She would still be too young for them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like 24, she used to be 28 and 35.
you do half plus
So
7
she
twice.
should be dating
and
a
she-
35-year-old. But the thing is, that they asked just, how'd you guys meet? And she
Yeah.
was off on the side with the producers, like, we're not answering that.
She wasn't on camera when she
No,
said this.
nope. She was not. She was not. But it seems he's taking control of Belichick's life.
Yeah, we have another Britney Spears situation on our hands.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, like he's, or I mean, you've heard that before, where people just remember Casey Kasem disappeared.
I
You
didn't
know,
hear that.
remember that? They couldn't find him, and they thought it was like his wife.
I heard
took
Richard
control.
Simmons disappeared.
Richard Simmons, yeah, but I think he's disappeared himself. Like he
Disappeared himself.
disappeared himself.
I heard it was
Yeah.
the Bermuda Triangle.
Is that it?
Richard Simmons.
Yeah.
Working out.
What I heard somewhere.
He was working out on a cruise ship, and he got stuck in the Bermuda Triangle.
He would have been a great cruise ship act.
I would have loved
Did
that.
he do cruise ships, you
He
think?
probably went to the oldies on that boat. Yeah,
Oh my God, that would have been a great career move for him.
yeah. I mean, he's always wearing leisure wear.
Yeah.
I've never seen him in pants.
It's a great idea.
He could
He's
have
like the
done
Pope.
Richard Simmons cruises. Even just as a novelty to go hang
Yeah.
out to see him. Wow, okay, you missed an option there. So she didn't want to talk about it, which makes it a little bit more nefarious. It's
Yeah.
like, what are you hiding? Most people, if you ask most people, how did you meet the person that you're openly dating? They don't go, we don't talk about that.
Yeah,
That is the worst answer you could possibly give somebody.
yeah. I mean, you should have had like a story set up, and you say we can't talk. And apparently, they cut out a lot of the interview. Like
Yeah.
apparently, she stormed out. I expected him to storm out. And then
Wow.
it's a little
Like,
weird.
ask me, like, how did I meet my wife?
Oh, how'd you meet your wife?
Soup kitchen. Easy.
Yeah,
Right. That doesn't, I'm not, not hiding from anything.
yeah.
It's easy.
Well, people are speculating
Mm-hmm.
that she might have been an escort. Yeah.
Might be having an Honora situation on our hands.
Yes.
Starts as an escort, turns into a budding love affair.
Budding love affair, and then
Yeah.
then Belichick's parents get involved. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think, or maybe one of those sugar daddy sites. Like
Right.
richer old guys looking for young love, and then
Yeah.
she took the whole Belichick by the horns.
Do you think Belichick is trolling everybody? Do you think he's really a single-minded person, just all he thinks about is football, and he's a complete dope? Or do you think he enjoys dressing like a slob, walking around with a 24-year-old, and like, he thinks it's funny and like that because everybody talks about all this stuff? Do you think he does it as a goof?
I
Because
don't think so.
He's not.
No.
He's not like a fun guy. You don't think?
Oh no, I don't think. No.
Now
I mean,
we say that it's hard for us to judge because we hate him from when he quit.
Yeah.
From a napkin.
and they went up to somewhere up there. Those jerks.
yeah.
Yeah. But no, I mean he's no longer associated with those jerks, so like he's all right.
They're right in your book. That's all it takes.
Yeah, well, I mean Tom Brady could still, cram it with walnuts.
Cram it with walnuts.
sorry.
Easy, Tim.
Sorry.
What's that
Wow.
mean?
You could, shut up and cram walnuts up his asshole.
Are you you're gonna be on this monitor the whole time now? Are you're just lording over us at every moment now?
I guess so.
I gotta say, your eyes look beautiful in the monitor I'm looking
Thank
at.
you.
Though.
I
Right?
mean,
Doesn't he got nice eyes?
You have beautiful eyes.
I've gotten a few emails. They seem to want more
Really?
clunk.
They want more clunk?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you're giving it to him.
Here's one email I read today. This show stinks.
When did we get it? What?
I hate it, except for clunk. Show more clunk. I want more clunk. And that was from definitely not clunk 89 at netscape.com.
Wow. Netscape. I haven't read that in a long time.
Yeah.
Some people
It's
use
a little more
still use it.
updated than Owl Delivery, but I mean, it's still.
That was from definitely not Clunk.
Yeah.
And they don't like it. There's no constructive criticism as to what they don't like about this side of the camera.
No, all they said was stinks, hate it, except for me. So
When was that?
I appreciate
sent?
that. That was sent this morning, 7 o'clock
Sent this
this
morning,
morning.
and wow, okay. We're at least on top of the emails.
Hey,
also-
what year were you born?
Also the same time I got up. So
Yeah, completely unrelated.
Were you born in
what year?
89?
that was the year before.
Oh, what
Hmm.
year is that?
Yeah.
88?
Yeah, all right. Just testing on his numbers.
He's not good with numbers.
88. All right, because I
All
thought
right, so
because that
definitely
clunk
not-
was 80.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
the email.
So
made.
we thought we had him, but
Mm.
guess not. Well, it has been 20,562 days since the Jets have appeared in and won the Super Bowl.
Yes.
So we're celebrating that today. This is a big number. Yeah.
A lot of numbers.
A lot of numbers.
It's
Lot
all about
of
numbers
numbers.
this episode.
Yeah, can't.
You know what was the show that came out during that?
Another show.
Yeah,
What?
Numbers.
Numbers came out. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
During the 20,562 days since the Jets won the Super Bowl, there was a show on CBS called Numbers.
That's right.
But it would confuse me because the
Chuck.
E
Chuck came out too since then.
was in 3.
Right.
You know,
This
like
is a
those
number.
movies or TV shows, and they take the number
Yeah.
and they put it in there. That's confusing.
But then, lucky number Slevin. What happened there?
Slevin.
And what is Slevin?
Wasn't that the guy's name?
Oh, his name was Slevin?
Yeah.
That's not a name, though. I never heard that name before.
In the movie, he was Slevin.
Usually what I call going to 7-Eleven. Break it down smaller.
You go to
You know,
Slevin?
I go to Slevin.
Like, oh, I'm going to go to
Oh.
Slevin and hang out with Kyle.
That
Get a slurp.
Yeah, that guy was a mess last week.
We're going to have to bring that up. If you were here for the draft spectacular, Clunk, executive producer extraordinaire, had promised us a guest, and a celebrity guest, and he was the second best Joe Namath impersonator.
And I think he
Kyle.
lived up to his title. Guys, he was pretty great. I mean,
Who you met while you were slevening, and you paid him off with canned whipped cream.
Whippets. Yeah.
Which he used for nefarious
you guys weren't impressed.
use. Well, I mean, I'm going to say this. I don't know if I'm talking out of school here, but I don't believe he looked like Joe Namath.
No, I don't think he did either.
Can we put
The
up a
issue is-
picture? Can we compare them? You know,
Yeah, I'm
Here-
sure you
here's-
can, right?
Kyle, there's Joe Namath. Do you think they look alike?
Yeah,
You see?
I think.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Can we put up the
I'm
Joe
not-
Namath from The Simpsons?
I'm not
too?
saying
See if
that-
maybe the Simpson Joe Namath.
I need my impersonators to look exactly like the people. I understand if you do a good voice,
Yes.
you know, you get a good wig, you try to get close. SNL, a lot of the people on SNL, they don't, a
Yeah.
lot of times they don't really look like the people, but they do the voice and you get the idea of it.
Yeah.
If you had one or the other. If you
Will
look just,
Ferrell, they
if you
look
just,
like
if you look just like him,
you know, or-
Maybe
then
guys,
you don't got to nail the voice.
maybe
if
you
you
guys
don't-
need to get your eyes checked, and we could do a
Well, let's
episode
take
at the eye
a,
doctor.
we'll take a poll. We'll let the commenters judge. See
Hey,
how well
why don't you
did.
comment after you liked and subscribed to the show? Comment if you think Kyle, the second best Joe Namath, he didn't even get the name right, impersonator, looks like Joe Namath.
also email me directly or by mail.
By
Or-
mail
or
or
owl.
strap it to an owl. Throw the owl out your car window. It will find Clunk.
And that guy was impossible to get out of here too.
He
Like-
did not leave the studio, I heard.
Yeah, he was here all night. He kept talking about his favorite hostess treats, and I mean, the guy had endless stories. Not one of them was interesting.
He's a talker. That's how how he
He's a
caught me.
talker. Yeah, he never at once. While I was talking, he stumbled into sounding like Joe Namath. Though
No?
at any point, no.
I still don't
He
know
did
what
ask
you guys are
him.
talking about.
He said, "Tell me he wanted to kiss me before he left." But-
Well, that's Namath-esque.
It was flattering. Let's, I'm not. I wasn't interested, but it is always nice to hear.
He's a good kisser.
You found this out slevening?
Hmm.
Just because he had whipped cream breath?
Show producer never kisses and tells. Show
Oh, who taught you that? Vin DeBona?
Maybe.
Yeah. One of your big producer friends.
Yeah.
Chuck Woolery. Oh,
Yacht
wait, he-
parties, steak dinners, champagne.
Whoa.
I wonder if we could ever do it. I get to the point where we can do a Cool Your Jets cruise. They do these cruises.
You would want to do that? Go on a cruise with our fans?
Yeah, I think so. You wouldn't want to do that?
I've never been on a cruise.
Are you afraid of it?
I'm a little scared.
Because of all the shrimp?
Shrimp? I didn't even think about that. I'd be trapped in a boat with shrimp?
There's a lot of shrimp on a cruise because they like a lot of shrimp cocktail.
I like
Stuffed shrimp, shrimp cocktail, shrimp scampi.
what, Bubba there? What the hell? I don't know.
Shrimp
I'm
chips.
also afraid of like pirates.
Well, you don't have to go to a place where the pirates frequent.
They're on the water. That's where they are.
Yeah.
My grandma used to scare me with the pirate stories. You know,
I think
because in the 70s there was a cruise ship that was taken hostage, and they pushed this guy off. He was from Brooklyn in a wheelchair. His name was Leon Klinghoffer. They pushed him off, and they were in I think the Red Sea or near the Mediterranean. So she always would scare me, like, "Don't get on a ship. You're going to be thrown off like Leon Klinghoffer."
Heard of the Blue
Sounds so
Sea.
familiar.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. How many oceans are there?
Well, pirates claim there's 7 seas, but I think there are only 3 oceans: the Atlantic, Pacific, and
Those I know.
Indian.
Indian Ocean?
Right?
Is that it? But they're all connected. You know what I mean?
They're not the Caspian, not the Black Sea.
The Red Sea? And where's the Red Sea then?
Red Sea's right there on. Does that connect through the Arabian Peninsula?
Don't know. I'm asking myself because I don't know.
I heard
I recently just found out. I just took the time to finally learn what an adjective is, what a verb is, what an adverb is. I spent my whole life scared stiff that somebody would ask me to play that game.
Red Rover?
No. Mad Libs.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
through school, I was petrified that somebody like, "Want to do a Mad Libs?" Because I never knew what those things were. And they would be like, "Oh, what's a verb?" And I'd be like, "Which one is that again?" So I finally, at 44 years old, but now with the power of Google, sat down and I taught myself in between Ubers what a verb is, what an adjective is.
So running is what?
Running is a verb.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't find myself being asked to play Mad Libs much anymore, but I want to start hanging around schools maybe a little bit more and see if maybe that got. Do they still do that around schools?
Yeah, I hear Mad Libs is still pretty popular.
Yeah,
with the kids.
I want to flex that muscle. A
I
little bit.
don't-
Maybe we could do a Jets Mad Libs here. Do they?
I think we should.
Yeah.
This is a good idea. Clunk, can you get us Jets
Jets
or Mad
Libs?
Libs Jets edition? Cool, you Jets, go Jets.
You could so do that.
Jets,
Right.
Yeah, because I can't wait to show off my new
This will
knowledge.
be fun. I
Yeah.
like this. This is a good game.
Yes.
All right, careful. You almost
I think
stabbed
there's
yourself in the eye.
Also, you guys were talking about oceans before.
Yeah.
It's not-
Proverb is not one of them, right? Proverb is something different, though. I don't have to learn what a proverb
No,
is. right?
no.
That's like
not-
a whole.
yeah.
That's a much bigger thing, right?
That's different. That's not grammar.
That's not part of
Oh.
a sentence.
How about a dangling parcel?
Hey,
Oh,
Careful.
hey. It's No Pants Tuesday.
yeah.
I like that.
And an article. There's an article too. Isn't an article something
Sure.
like the is like an article?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
I
That's exciting.
I would get those
Yeah.
Mad Libs, like you get in school, like from the Scholastic sales or something, and I wouldn't write in them because I didn't want to ruin them.
Wow.
So I'd write on a paper next.
So neither
to
one of us do Mad Libs, but for two
Well,
different reasons.
I would do the Mad Libs, but
Yours is in your head.
Yeah,
You take a separate piece of paper and write
Yeah.
down the
I didn't want to. I don't know.
oil them. Do you still have them?
I probably do. They're from the 80s and 90s, so they're
Wow, they're
probably
probably good.
racist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Classic Mad Libs.
Oh, boy, I wonder if
like
there's
a
Jets-
Swede walks into a blank. I'm like, uh-oh, where's this going, Mad Libs? I think Mad Libs is also a Twitter. You follow it. It's probably political.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also a rapper. Mad Lib is a rapper.
Is he a
There's
rapper?
there's a rapper
That makes
named
sense.
Mad
That's
Lib,
a
yeah.
good name for a rapper because it mixes in different words.
Yeah.
Like a Mad Lib.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
See if
So
we
we
can
can
get him
get
on.
Jets Mad Libs.
You guys brought something up before that
We did?
is related to another email I received.
You got
before.
another one?
If Tim is really allergic to shrimp,
Huh?
why hasn't he had an allergic reaction to sitting next to Ryan?
Wow.
Wow.
That was from Mike from Oyster
Do I look
Bay.
that small sitting here?
Oyster. Oh, I thought you were saying you were a crustacean. But what? Because you're. Oh, no. He's.
Is that why?
Some kind of rude. Some of our audience.
You're.
Who sent
average
that?
height.
Could you say? Are you allowed to say who
Mike.
the emails are from?
Mike from Oyster Bay.
Just Mike from Oyster Bay.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
Because he's all
I don't
about
wanna
the
say his-
seafood. These
I wanna say-
seafood guys.
I don't want to say his email, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I would. Yeah.
Well, you can email us too at coolyourjetshow@gmail.com,
Right.
or you can put it in the comments like everyone else on these
Yeah, it would be-
sites,
Easier to do.
They like
Yeah.
to send it directly to me.
and they send it directly to you. That's nuts.
We got some big events coming up. You guys want to talk about that?
Lay it on us, Clunk.
Well, next month we got a big event. The Cool Your Jets auction
Oh, that's fun.
at the old auction house in Amityville.
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 Wow. I can't
Yes.
wait.
Some of the money goes to extra funding for the show,
Should we move it to Amityville? Or?
but most of it goes to charity.
Oh,
Some
great.
of it,
That's
you know.
that's
Some of
good.
it-
What charity?
Try to give
Don't
back.
forget some of it goes to Francis too.
And
Our
yes,
sponsor, Francis from Ronkonkoma.
Yeah.
yes, Francis.
Place your bets through us for Francis.
Yeah. It's just like it. I don't want to go back to it, but a lot of people have access to gambling now with these different apps and stuff. But some people find themselves in positions where the apps don't let them
Yeah.
book anymore.
Well, these apps don't take cash.
Yeah,
So,
so
I mean-
if you're in a part where
Yeah.
like me, like you don't have a flip phone or whatever position you might be in, if you want an old school bookie, you can email the Cool Your Jets at Gmail or direct message us and ask for the information. We'll get you hooked up.
Or by L.
Anyway, getting back to the auction.
Check with
So what do we
legal.
got? What do we got for the auction? I mean, is that a surprise or
Well, most of the money's going to go to charity, obviously, but some funding for the show.
what charity?
Yeah, that's a good question.
WTF is a wonderful charity I've
Podcast?
worked with a lot over the years. No,
Mark Maron needs money.
the Webbed Toes Foundation in Bohemia.
Okay, I'm listening.
They help with kids and adults that deal with the struggles of having webbed toes. As a lot of us know, having webbed toes means somewhere in your family's lineage, you are related to a duck, platypus, or otter. Finding this out can be extremely difficult to deal with. At WTF, they help with the emotional distress and with the proper cosmetic surgeons to heal you of your webbed toes.
It's ironic because that's usually what I feel like they probably hear a lot when somebody sees their feet for the first time.
Sure.
Probably WTF.
Personally, I think it's cool to have webbed toes because you never have to worry about wearing flippers in the pool.
Yeah, you'd be a better
Yeah,
swimmer.
Yeah, you suck.
Exactly.
Really cook in the pool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does the money go to fix it all, or just goes to help them deal with the hurdles that they deal with on a regular basis?
Yeah.
Hurdles and the cosmetic.
So,
Yeah.
like,
So
do they
they-
get special medical flip flops or how, like, prescription?
I'm sure there would be
flip-flops?
some kind of special flip flops. Sure. I
Hmm.
think
Because that's probably the biggest problem having wet feet. Like, oh, I can't enjoy active footwear for the beach.
it's great.
Yeah.
It's a great organization to help people out with a great disability, and we get to give back.
Not a great discipline.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, it's great to give back. I feel like I'd love to get some before we give back. Like maybe if we can get in the.
And
Is it
also
red?
make us money.
Yeah, well, I think we are in the red.
We're in the red. We want to get what in the black.
Into the black, yeah.
I'd love to get in the black before we start
Mhm.
giving stuff away. But
Ryan wants to get in black.
Is there any items that from the auction? Is this Cool Your Jets type things, or is this stuff that you have bring
Yeah,
from
what are we
home?
auctioning?
What are we-
Yes, it is, Ryan and Tim. I get into that right now. We one of the items we would be auctioning off would be boglin eggs.
Boglin eggs.
Yes, we have a lot of boglin eggs, cartons of them.
Do you think
Yeah.
that's wise to just give out boglin eggs to random people? I mean,
Well, they'd be auctioning them off for
That's-
money, and
it's a lot of responsibility to have a boglin egg. What if they get out into the wrong hands?
if they do hatch, you'll have your own boglin. If you
Sounds
decide to
dangerous.
eat the eggs, they're also delicious. So for breakfast.
Hmm.
So that would be one item we'd be auctioning off.
Boglin eggs?
Or multiple items, but a lot of boglin eggs.
I don't know.
Might be a rare item. I mean,
Very
might
rare,
want to hold on to those and see if.
especially with the price of regular eggs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Boglin, Mike.
Oh,
Okay.
are they? Oh, wait, are these to eat or are these to
You could eat them
to hatch?
or hope to hatch and have your own boglin. Yeah.
That's a
both.
rare thing to buy an egg and not know if it's to eat or to hatch. Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't do that at a grocery store. I wouldn't buy. Now, are these hatching eggs or are these eating eggs?
Right.
You know, like I just It's up to you.
I think they sell hatching eggs at like Trader Joe's, don't they?
You could buy an egg for a grow a chicken.
I think so.
Huh. You get a lot of eggs. Like that's a cheap one egg. You
Yeah.
just get you a whole bunch of eggs if you play your cards right.
Another
Okay.
thing we'd be auctioning off is limited edition 69 carat Cool Your Jarrett,
Yeah,
Cool Your Jets
Cool Your
gold
60.
commemorative coins. Heads for Ryan, tails for Tim.
All
I've never
right.
seen it. Have these been produced? Is that? I've
Yeah,
never seen it.
we got a whole truckload of them.
You already have them.
Yeah.
Can we just cash them out?
Oh, we were selling them on the store. Now we're just going to auction them all off.
Keep mentioning the store, right? Okay, commemorative
Coins.
Ryan and
I-
Tim
but I think
coins.
Gold is valuable.
Am I heads?
I can't tell the difference. I feel like we should both be heads. It should be a two-sided.
No, it's tails.
coin.
It's tails for Tim.
Tails for Tim.
Heads for Ryan, tails for Tim.
Is this like a kind of like a Harvey Dent situation? Like a two-sided
Yeah.
coin?
Mhm.
Gonna get in the hands of a supervillain. They get the two-sided coin and a thing of
That's-
boggling eggs.
We would also be
I
auctioning
really
off
love to
auto
take
over
these-
every
I really love to
slevin.
take these as just one of those we buy gold places and get square right up front and then auctioning these things
Yeah.
off.
Bill Devane will buy the gold.
That might be easier. More money for the show.
Yeah, then just donate what you get from the gold coins.
Okay, coins.
We'd also
Let's-
be
well, you've already said it.
Eggs.
Legally we're bound. If you say something on the air, you legally got to follow through with it. So
We
it's-
gotta help the web-toed mer people.
we also have autographed pictures of Kyle, the world's second best Joe Namath impersonator.
Second.
He was
look up pictures.
nicely to autograph them for a couple more whippets last week, and a lot of. All right, one more thing.
Is he coming back? Is he ever going to come back on the show? You think?
I think he's in the parking lot.
Has he left?
I don't know.
He might still be around.
I saw a tent in the corner of the parking lot. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was probably him. Yeah,
Because that wasn't there.
there's a bunch of
Before
empty
the
cans
draft.
just strewn about right
Yeah.
outside it. Yeah.
One more thing that would be
One more thing.
at the auction was the show producer lessons taught by Clunk. A 6-week course down in
6 weeks.
my mom's basement. Basically, you live in my mom's basement for 6 weeks, and I teach you
It's a
how to
24-hour a day
produce.
lesson.
Yeah.
Well, this is a very intensive.
Well, being a
Boy.
show producer is 24 hours. It's not an 8-hour job. It's
Yeah,
all day, every
Sleeping
day.
is
I don't sleep.
So with the auction, do you have set prices like to start off on these things?
Well, it would be $69.99 for the 6-week course.
yeah, he is good.
Yeah.
I do like the last one. I feel like a lot of these auctions are experience based because it doesn't really cost us a lot. We should do more of those. Sit in on a podcast. Go to a game with us.
Hmm.
Things that are not really going to cost us much money rather than giving away valuable items that.
Well, that would be good. The Ryan and Tim present Cool Your Jets with Tim and Ryan experience.
Yeah, like
So
yeah.
they come in a recording. They see how.
Yeah, you can get your own
They can
thing.
hang out in the rest area.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
And the intern's not gonna, eventually she's gonna be onto, the internships don't last forever. So maybe it could be intern for a day, and it can be,
Yeah.
It's great ideas.
yeah,
Maybe they'll file less complaints than the intern.
I don't know. I mean, yeah. To be honest, she's justified to file a few more. I feel like we're lucky. We've gotten
She
away
can
with
eat on her own time.
it. Okay, that's exciting. When is that happening?
The next few weeks.
The next
That'd be-
few weeks. So keep
Yes.
an eye out.
Keep an eye out for that.
The auction.
And the money goes to help the WTF,
WTF,
And the show.
Web Toe Foundation. Was that it?
Yes.
and the show,
And the
and
show.
Francis,
And friends.
which in turn helps the show.
Go Jets.
So exciting stuff, fellers.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Appreciate that.
Thank
I
you.
feel like we gotta have production meetings. I'm sorry. I know it's my fault. I should have been here before we started, but some of that stuff we got to talk about before we're on air. No one legally bound to it.
Well, you're the one that bound us to a train station bookie.
I feel like it's beneficial for the show too. It's good to have advertisers. More advertisers you have, the more legit you seem. This is all production meeting stuff. This doesn't need to be discussed now.
I don't even know if it's legal. We could take emails. Bets.
We're not taking emails. We're not taking bets through emails. We're the middleman through the email. We're getting the email and then we're giving you the information where you would go to place your bets.
All right.
Okay.
A lot of scary things happen there. Boggling eggs and gambling and possible shrimp cruises.
The boggling eggs I am worried about.
Web-footed
now there's
people.
There is a lot of them, and they could
Two
hatch at any
bogglins kicking
time.
around. He's got a boggling too.
Yeah, I know. And they were looking at each other weird. And
Yeah, you guys were both babysitting the other night.
I don't know if
Yeah.
they get along.
We gotta be careful. Keep them in their little crates.
So
I think
that's been our NFL Draft 2025 wrap-up edition.
Yeah, I do want to touch a little bit about because there is talk about now about the 2026 draft. People, they can't get enough draft talk. So now
Never
that
too soon.
they're talking about potential openings for next year, places to fill holes. So,
Who are they liking?
well, there's another Manning in the mix. And I
What?
think like next year he's going to be eligible. So,
What stupid name do they got for this one?
Um,
Jebediah?
because of Eli.
Ezekiel?
Yeah, Eli. Yeah.
And-
Rex.
Rex?
Yeah.
Rex Manning?
Yeah.
No,
That's
that's
the old man.
no. Rex Manning is
Empire
from,
Records.
Empire Records.
Oh, that's
It
right.
was Rex Manning Day a few weeks ago.
That's right. Rex Manning.
The grandfather was Archie Manning.
Archie Manning.
Yeah,
And who's the kid? Who's the one coming up?
Arch Deluxe Manning.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Anyway, there's a new Manning in the mix. And I'd love if the Jets pick him up. Just because you can't go wrong with a Manning.
Wait, who's his dad?
Is the one that never played.
Oh my God, Cooper.
Cooper Manning.
Cooper Man. So his son
Yeah.
is a quarterback.
Yeah.
His brothers were both quarterback. His father was a quarterback. Yeah, Cooper, who's
But they say that Cooper had some medical issues.
Oh
And
no,
they say that before the medical issues, he was actually the best of all of them.
really?
Yeah, but then his son is the stock, the best of the Mannings.
Arch
Some would say the three of
Cooper.
us right now are
Cooper Manning.
Cooper,
Manning.
but isn't his son named? Wait,
We're
what?
Manning. We're adulting and
Say it
we're
again?
Manning.
Some say the three of us right now are Manning. Clunk humor.
Clunky humor.
Yeah, that was clunkism.
So
You big
yeah,
clunked.
it's exciting. It's Cooper's kid.
Cooper kid. Oh my God, that'd be
So-
good. The Jets got again into the Manning business because it worked for the Giants.
Worked for the
It
Giants.
for the Colts,
Colts
right?
and Denver.
Denver.
You won one with Denver as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, that's
So
exciting.
we'll look forward to that. Plan on coming back
We
here
should
for
sign
live.
Arch's son as well, like his future kids,
Yeah,
right? Just just whatever.
just in perpetuity.
Yeah,
His seed.
yeah.
Did you know that a woman
I've known a few.
wrap your head around this? A woman is born with all of the eggs she's ever going to have in her as a child. Those, it's minuscule and it's little, but then all that grows, and in those eggs are all of the babies that she could potentially have, and in those eggs are all of the baby's eggs that they'll ever have. So every woman in their body has the seed of every offspring they will ever have from then on out.
So wait,
So we
the eggs have future eggs.
Yes.
and then those have
the eggs,
future eggs.
in the egg is the molecules of what will be her eggs, that egg's eggs in the future, and so on and so
Oh.
forth.
I mean,
It-
it's hard for me to
it's-
take this seriously from a guy who just learned the word verb.
It's infinite.
How did they turn into chickens then?
Oh, these are he's talking about human females.
Human females.
Oh.
With
They have eggs. All I mean, not all, majority of females on our.
How long you got to
planet.
wait? How old does a chicken have to be for you to forget it?
Feathers on the field.
Feathers on the field. Yeah, I heard that on a TikTok.
Oh, that's
So
a good. All right, so it
I-
must be true.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But a
exactly.
man's seed doesn't have that.
No.
So it would be great if it was, because then we could buy the rights to Archie Manning's
Yeah.
seed, and then from then on out own
Like a horse.
yeah, a real stud.
Get the sire rights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to get
Anyway.
us some seed.
No. Let's. Okay. Yeah, put that one low on the list.
Yeah, I only got a priority.
Yeah. We'll worry about the web foot people first, then instead of future ones.
I
Very
should have put
smart.
money that this Sanders kid wouldn't go first round. That would have really cleaned up there.
Oh, web toad results. Wow,
No, 'Cause
that was
the
amazing.
story.
Yeah,
that was the story. Yeah, and then he got pranked.
He got
See that?
pranked. How did he get pranked?
Some kid found the number, so he had a phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you hear this story?
No. What team did they say they were from?
The Saints.
Okay.
So there was I think a defense coordinator for, I don't know, maybe Pittsburgh, maybe. And his son got the number. So all these kids are given numbers that only the NFL has to
Yeah.
call them, and it just sits there and waits. And some goofy kid who's the son of a defensive coordinator for, I think, the Steelers, got this number for him. And he called them on day 2, and he said, "Yeah, we're calling from the Saints. I was just planning on picking you next. Just sit tight. Just have to wait a little while longer." He was like, "Yeah, I've been waiting to hear on you. Thank you so much." And it was
Oh my god,
not good.
that's so weird. You would think like their agent would be the one they talk. Like, all right, hold on, here's the kid. You know.
Yeah, he's all you gotta do is get a phone number, and that's it.
Oh, that's rough.
It made me a little sad. I felt for the guy after that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then the weekend got worse for him.
And then you win the next round. You didn't get picked. I think this was like round 2. He thought he was going, and then he was all
Yeah.
excited. "Oh, fine, I'm getting picked round 2," and it ended up being not round 2,
Nope,
not round 3,
nope,
not round 4.
no.
Was it round 5? Round 4.
I think 5.
Yeah,
Hold on, he's doing the math.
Punk's doing the math.
Yeah.
Round 5?
5.
Yeah. Okay. One hand.
Yeah. So a lot of fun stories.
That was fun.
Not, admittedly, the Jets didn't have any real fun stories from the draft.
Nope.
There were a lot of fun stories from the draft. The
But
Jets
they
kind of
didn't embarrass themselves.
that's what you want to be. These stories were all embarrassments, and the Jets did so good that everyone's like, nothing we could talk about. The Jets nailed it.
That's it.
Giants did a pretty good job too. Jets did a really good job.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a real fun year with these young kids. I wonder how, if you could only root for a kid half plus 7, could we root for any of these kids? I'm 44, so that's going to put me at
No, they're too old.
22. They're old.
Then. They're too
They're too young
yeah.
for me to root for.
Yeah.
If you had to follow the rules to root for somebody, you just have to sleep with them. These guys, we couldn't watch the NFL probably.
No, because you can't root for these kids that you can't sleep with. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, not. I meant.
I mean, that's
if
the
that
math
was the
you
same
just
rule.
did.
Yeah, no, I was just curious if you could root for somebody that age.
Yeah,
Doesn't
like-
matter. You're allowed to. It does feel weird though when you get older. The older you get, you're rooting for these kids. And
Yeah.
it's like,
And it's just weird when you say, "Oh, I've been following this kid since college." Like
Yeah,
that,
I
you
know.
can't say that in any other industry.
children. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try that at Hooters.
I've been following this guy since Slevin.
Yeah. Slevin parking lot.
Yeah.
For the past hour.
I do like that. If I want to take away anything from this episode, I like calling 7-Eleven Slevin.
Slevin. We're
Yeah.
gonna see if that
Slevin.
catches on.
Yeah. I'm
Great.
heading to Slevs. You guys want anything?
Yeah, go get Kyle's autograph.
Yeah.
He'll be all whipped out of his mind.
He'll be
Any more
there.
business to take care of? We're good.
You guys look and sound great. That's the most important.
That's what's important.
Show is taking off. We got big numbers. Been talking to Viacom.
Viacom.
You know,
What?
they're
For
thinking
what?
about
To what? For us?
picking up the show. You know,
On what channel?
my business people at Viacom.
Business people?
A lot of things going on.
Wow.
Also in the works with a Boglin dewormer.
That's good. Yeah. No, I asked you to talk to
Hey,
them.
are we
Company.
what are we going to be on? Acorn TV?
We could be trying to take you guys all over. I want to be on
Exciting.
every channel.
Whoa.
Kazaa wanted to support the show,
Really?
the music sharing service.
Oh, I thought you meant the genie.
So pretty big news.
Wow.
All right.
Can we get into
Uh,
BitTorrents?
I didn't even know because that was still a thing.
I didn't think so either, but they want to be part of the show.
Yeah, I
this
prefer
is-
LimeWire, but
I was more of an iMesh guy myself, but we'll take Kazaa. You know,
All right.
iMesh. Isn't that what women do when they?
it was a music sharing service.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, they get the surgery.
yeah,
iMesh has the app attached to it.
yeah. A lot of lawsuits.
You were more into Napster.
Oh, we got a Napster too?
No, you were more into Napster, I
Oh,
guess, than
me?
iMesh.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't listen to music.
Was iMesh NetSweep Netscape only exclusive thing?
Maybe it could have been.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And you said the email came from Netscape, right?
Oh, wow. Detective Ryan over here.
No.
Seems like you're in the Netscape ecosystem mostly exclusively. And do you have a Netscape phone?
No.
Those are worth money now.
Yeah.
So you talk to your big producer friends on your Netscape phone? Netscape? Is it Netscape?
Netscape.
Netscape?
And then I haven't heard this name in years, and all of a sudden an email comes from Netscape.
Netscape.
And
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Huh?
no, well, we're telling you
It's
what
all
we're talking
separate
about. Whether or not you
things.
understand it is a different thing. Okay.
All right. Thank
All
you,
right. Well,
Clark.
thank you so much. And
Thank you, everybody, for watching another episode of Ryan and
And
10% Cool Your Jets with
also
Tim and
email
Ryan.
us in your favorite things that have happened since the Jets won the Super Bowl.
Yes.
You know, your top. You can do a top 10 list of your favorite things. We're working on an app for submissions for that. It's going to be, the app is going to be based on
Yeah.
things that have happened since the Jets won.
You could also comment on the current app you're watching this on
Or by Owl,
or by Owl.
Yeah.
carrier
All right.
pigeon.
A lot going on. A lot of exciting things. We just need listeners, viewers.
Yes.
And we can really
Friends.
capitalize on this.
Every week the show grows bigger and bigger.
That's true. As we get closer to the season where we're going to watch the Jets go all the way to the Super Bowl, Ryan over here is going to finish his dinner. And thank you,
finished-
everybody,
I
for.
thought I finished the purples.
You're already through the purples?
I thought I finished them. I just found 2.
Oh, my God.
All right.
What a day, everybody. And we'll see you next
Go
week.
Jets!
Go Jets.
Actually, I hate jelly beans.